The text solution to this video is available on videogcse.com. Question 1. You are given that 58 times 129 is equal to 7,482. Work out the answer to these calculations. Question 1a, 58 times 0.129. 1b, 7482 over 5,800. And question 1c, 58 times 129 over 7,482. Try these questions now. Pause here and unpause to check your answers or if you get stuck. The key to doing this question, I think, is this bit at the top here. 58 times 129 is equal to 7,482. They tell you this, and you can use this information to do these three questions. And if you look at the marks, question or part A, part B, part C, they're all worth just 1 mark. So that tells you that there should be a very easy way to do these. So don't start trying to do this the long way. If you notice, 58 is here, 58 is here. You've got 0.129 and you've got 129. So what's the difference between these, or what's happened here? Well, 129, to make it 0.129, it would have to be divided by 1,000, or to put this simpler, 58 times 0.129, you've got two numbers being multiplied, one number being multiplied by another. In total, they have three numbers after the decimal point, 129. They have three numbers to the right of the decimal point, so our answer will need to have three numbers to the right of the decimal point also. We can see that this times this gives us this. We can see that these two are very similar, so I shall just write down, I think I can do this in one go, 7482. So we're told 58 times 129 gives us that. So 58 times 0.129, you would just divide it by 1,000, or a much simpler way would be to say that there are three numbers after the decimal point in the question. So in the answer, we will need three numbers after the decimal point. To do that, you just start from the right, where the decimal point is at the moment, and count three spaces to the left. 1, 2, 3. Put your decimal point. Check that you've done it properly. How many numbers are there to the right of the decimal point? There are three numbers to the right of the decimal point in the answer, three numbers to the right of the decimal point in the question of two numbers multiplied by each other. So you know you've got the right answer. Question 1 part B is a bit trickier. If you look at so this is 7482 over 5800 or 5800. Well, we're given 7482 up here. We're given 58, not 5800, so we need to change things a little bit. I'll just write down and we're told here, if 58 times 129 gives us 7482, then I know that 7482 divided by 58 is equal to 129, which is here. I know that because all I've done is rearranged it. I've rearranged it from multiplying to dividing. However, our answer isn't 129 because we're not dividing by 58, we're dividing by 5800 or 5800. So this here, and you see that it's got two zeros at the end, so this is being divided by 100 more. In other words, we have to divide this by 100. And a simpler way again is to say that we need two numbers after the decimal point. Again, if you want to divide 129 by 100, I'll write down 129. Start from the right. We're dividing by 100, which has two zeros at the end. That's how I remember it. So you have to write two more numbers after the decimal point, two more digits. So starting from where the decimal point is at the moment, which is here, it's not written because we don't need it, and count two spaces. 1, 2, put a decimal point, and that's our answer. So you can see the connection between 129 and 1.29, and the way that I would check to see if this answer makes sense, I could estimate, and I could say, well, 7,482, that's about 7,000. 5,800 or 5,800, that's about 6,000. So if I was to estimate it and say 7,000 over 6,000, how many times does 6,000 go into 7,000? It goes in one and a bit times. So yeah, that answer looks correct. And question 1 part C, 58 times 129 over 7482. Again, 58 times 129 in the question, or excuse me, we're given that 58 times 129 is equal to 7482. So instead of writing 58 times 129, I'll write 7482, which we're given at the top, and that's over 7482, 7482. Any number divided by itself, what does it give you? Any number divided by itself always gives you 1. So your answer is 1. So give yourself 3 marks if you got all 3 correct. And if you want to look at the text solution for this, it's available on videogcsc.com.